I just took the first trade of this challenge, and you can see my account here. Let's stop here. You can see I was previously 1.5% down on this account. So if this trade hit TP, it's going to pull me back to break even. But for this trade, my stop loss is at break even at the moment. 1:1 at break even. So price has moved over 1:1. I've been spending time on this trade, honestly speaking. I've spent over 1 hour on this position. The market is kind of slow. This is unusual for Nasdaq. Nasdaq tends to be very volatile, but today is just different. But let's see at the end of the day. I think it was close to my break even. You can see this candle, it was close to my break even. But let's see how it's going to be at the end of the day. I'll update you guys. So on my last video, I talked about this challenge I'm currently undergoing, 5k to 200k in funded. The plan is this: whatever money I make from this 5k account, I'll be using that to purchase a 50k. Whatever money I make from the 50k, I'll be using it to purchase a 200k. And my deadline is December 2025. Before December 2025, I want to reach my goal. Looking at this trade at the moment, I think it has a higher chances of hitting break even. But it's not bad. This is just the first day of the week, and hitting the break even is not bad. But if I get TP, it will be so exciting, honestly speaking. If I get a TP on this trade, hitting break even is not bad. That's like a way to secure my money.
So guys, the trade finally hit break even. Not too bad. Break even for the first trade of the week. I still got 2 trades left for this week. I do take 3 trades overall for the week. Let's see how this week is gonna be. Now my account balance is sitting at 4,930. I'm still down 1.5%. Made a little $5 here. If I was trading a 50k account, then the profit should have been more than this. Anyway, catch the market tomorrow. I also catch you guys tomorrow. So that's it for today. This account I'm currently trading is at phase 2, and I'm down 1.5%. If this week is a profitable week, definitely I'll be out of drawdown. Then I should be looking to pass the account before the ending of this month. Remember, I got a goal. The goal is to be funded by December, and not just funded 5k, funded 200k. I'm going to cash you guys tomorrow. At the same time, I'm going to cash the market. For today, I'm done. 1 trade a day and I'm done. So guys, today is Tuesday and I just took a loss on gold. Let me show you guys something.
So this is the trade of yesterday. I was in here, price went over 1:1 and above. I broke even, price came back, hit my break even, went straight to TP. So this is the loss I took on gold today. I took a buy here. My initial plan was to hold for over 1:4 to see if I could make more on this trade, because it looks like a trend reversal. And most times, if you want to cash a high risk to reward ratio, this is the best type of market condition to get that, because this is a trend reversal. We expect price to take out all this liquidity here. There are a lot of liquidity here, so we just expect price to sweep all of them and reach this target here. But the setup didn't work, and that's cool. And looking at this, I messed up when it comes to my bias identification, because overall I was bullish when it comes to my bias, but price swept this liquidity, which was my reason for taking this setup. But sweeping this liquidity means the trend now is bearish, and I messed up for everything. That should have been a nice setup for today if I had stick to my strategy. This is it. If I stick to my strategy by looking at the bias, but I just ignored the whole bias thing because my head was like, look at this setup, it's available for you, take it. Stuff like that happens to almost every trader. Then if you come here to my Maven platform, you can see that I lost $41. My plan was to risk 1% on this account. I'm not taking it cool on this account anymore. I was risking 0.5%, but that's slowing me up, honestly. If I keep on doing that, I'm not going to meet my goal. so I need to like risk 1% and stay consistent with that risk. So I lost $41 for today.
So the thing is this, I'll not be trading tomorrow, Wednesday. I'll come back on Thursday to look for setup. If I can find a setup on Thursday or Friday, then I take my last trade for the week. The reason for that is just to help me trade less and focus on quality setup. At the same time, I know I can miss a lot of opportunity in the market days I don't trade. Like tomorrow, Wednesday, I won't be showing up on the chart, and a setup can just present itself and it might be a nice setup and I'm going to miss that. That's just the price of sticking to this type of rule. One thing about trading is this: any rule you create for yourself has its pros and cons. For instance, now if you say you want to be having a tight stop loss, the bad side of having a tight stop loss is that price can hit your stop loss and go in your direction. For instance, now if you say you want to be breaking even, the bad side is that price can hit your break even and go in your direction, like what happened to me yesterday. But at the same time, as a trader, I just have to stick to a particular rule and be consistent with it. That's just the main thing. So I'm going to catch you guys on Thursday, and at the same time I'm going to catch the market on Thursday too. What's good, guys? Today is Friday, so today I'm supposed to take the last trade of the week because yesterday I showed up on the chart and I could not find a setup. Let me show you guys what just happened now.
So this is the trade I took today, and this trade is a break-even trade. You can see price moved over 1:1 and above. So I set my stop loss at break-even. I adjusted my stop loss to break-even and price stopped me out. I'm done for today, honestly speaking. I don't know if you trade NAS 100, US 30, like most of these index pairs or index instruments. You tend to notice that 230 open used to be volatile like news. Like you can see this 230 open here. This candle looks like a news candle, so that was the candle that gained this momentum and gave me over 1:1. I broke even, then price came back, stopped me out, and I'm out of the trade. It might not eventually hit my full stop, but I'm just following the plan. That's the main thing. 1:1 and above, I break even the trade based on the risk that is on the table. Then I'll let the rest run, but this didn't work today, so I'm done. So you can see here from the Maven platform, I made just $2, just like Monday. On Monday, you notice that I made $5 on that break-even trade I set. Today I made $2. So overall for the week, I'm still negative. Let's check the P&L for the week. For this week overall, I lost $33. That is not close to 1% of the account though. Remember, this week I started risking 1%, so I feel like I'm just down 1 arrow for this week. Overall for the week, based on my arrow multiples calculation, I'm down 1 arrow for the week. And now our balance sits at 4,891. That is approximately 2% down, because this is just $9 to be 2% down. So I'm down 2% on this account.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, my jaw is a little swollen. That's why my face looks shapeless. I don't know, my face is crazy to me. I know it's also going to be crazy to you because, like, what's this? That buy on Nasdaq, let me show you guys what is happening now. Like, I'm still observing it. Nasdaq is too volatile. You guys were on Monday. On Monday, I took a nice setup, which was supposed to hit my TP. Hit my TP the next day after stopping me out at break-even. But today one is different. After hitting my break-even, it went to my stop loss, and now it's buying. Let me show you guys.
Bro, take a look at Nasdaq. Assuming this trade just aligned with everything, then maybe this should have been a profitable trade and a profitable week. But this trade just cost me my profitability for this week. Now I'm down 1%. I'm down 1 arrow for this week. Just take a look, and I know this is going to continue pushing up. Let's see the 30 minutes time frame. See, the 30 minutes time frame is looking clean, like a reversal setup. Look at it, bearish continuation. Now it's shifting to reverse. Maybe the first target should have been this point. Just take a look at this thing.
But honestly speaking, one thing I'm going to say to anyone out there is this: manage your risks consistently. Whether you're profitable or not, just keep on managing your risks. If you can fix risk management in trading, you are halfway done, or you are halfway close to profitability, or even more than 50% close to profitability. Honestly speaking, if you can just manage your risk consistently every week, every trade, you are half close to profitability. The rest is left for your psychology and strategy. Even that strategy a lot of you guys want to kill yourself in, it requires psychology. Ask me how. Without the right psychology, you can't come to the chart and execute your strategy correctly. You might come to the chart, execute something, and you think it's strategy. Meanwhile, it's just an information you're just developing on the chart. Meanwhile, you leaving your strategy aside to execute something that is not your strategy. It happens a lot, especially if you're not coming to the chart with that objective mindset. Then you understand that psychology is very important inside the technical analysis, but respect risk management. Like risk management, that's it. Next week, I'm coming back to continue trading this account, and I think this series is going to last long enough. Believe me, I believe God is going to last long enough.
So guys, see the trade. See what I was talking about. See, Nasdaq is buying.
So you guys, you see how this week was. On Monday, the trade that was supposed to like hit my TP, hit my break even, and went straight to TP. Then you see what is happening today. But this one hit my stop loss though. But it's still a cool week for me at the end of the day, because I showed up and followed my trading plan. That's what makes this week cool for me. Not making the money, not being profitable. Being profitable is less, but following my system consistently every day, that's my goal. That is the only thing I prioritize, even more than making the money. And also what I've learned is this: if you can manage your risks the same way like this, your account can last long enough. The reason I'm still keeping this account for 3 months now is because I've been keeping my risks consistent. I tend to regulate my risks. I don't go in aggressively on a trade because I feel like it's going to work. I'm not the owner of the market. I'm just trading with pattern. So why should I be acting in that way? And I try to manage my emotions every day. It's not easy, but I try to manage. When I fuck up, I tell myself I'm not going to fuck up next time. That's how you get better at any skill, honestly speaking. If you love this series and you love content like this, please do well to hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel. My name is MZ. What do I do on social media? I document my trading journey. I also document my trading journey on TikTok and also Instagram. I think the Instagram tag is around here. Then for the TikTok, check the link below. You're going to see my TikTok page there. Also join my Telegram channel, because that's where I post most of my trade before I execute them and after. I'm transparent on the Telegram channel. The Telegram link is in the description. And I'm going to catch you guys next week, because this series keeps on going. See you guys next week. Have a nice weekend.